What's up, sports maniacs? I'm Justin Walters, and this is All Sorts of Sports. And today there's really only one big story that I want to cover, and that is the Roger Goodell versus Jerry Jones battle. So currently the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, is in talks with the NFL board on a contract extension. And Roger Goodell actually asked for 5 years, $50 million, and lifetime health insurance. And on the other side of that, we have Jerry Jones, who is the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, who said that he will take legal action against the NFL if Goodell's contract extension is approved. So why is Jerry Jones thinking about and threatening this legal action against the NFL for the Roger Goodell extension? If you were to ask people that, a lot of people would say that it's only because Roger Goodell suspended Dallas's star running back, Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott received a 6-game suspension from Goodell. However, what a lot of people don't know is that the Jones and Goodell feud has been going on for quite some time now. Jerry Jones has come out and argued against Goodell and sort of complained about how Goodell has been handling certain situations in the NFL, including other player suspensions, TV ratings are down, and how do we handle players kneeling for the national anthem? And I think that the Ezekiel Elliott suspension was just like the tipping point for Jerry Jones. The last straw, so to say. And here's why I think that. A few weeks ago, we had Roger Goodell suspend Ezekiel Elliott for 6 games. And when he made the call to inform Jerry Jones that Elliott would be, in fact, suspended for those 6 games, Jones was extremely upset. And what's interesting about the whole thing and why Jones was so upset was because just a few weeks before that, Goodell and Jones actually had a phone conversation, and Goodell had mentioned that there just isn't enough evidence to actually go ahead with a suspension for Elliott. And when he refers to the evidence against Elliott, it was for a domestic violence accusation from an old girlfriend. So for the past few months, Jerry Jones has been planning this season and going along as though Ezekiel Elliott would not be suspended. So ultimately, Jerry Jones is upset about the situation for 2 reasons. Number one, as far as Jones is aware, there was no suspension. And Jones thought this for months. And number 2 is that Jones feels that Roger Goodell plays a weird role in the NFL. Actually, not even really a weird role, just too many roles. He felt as though Goodell played the judge, jury, and executioner in Ezekiel Elliott's case. And this isn't the first time that complaints have been made like this against Goodell. There's a lot of NFL owners, players, and coaches that think that Goodell does in fact hold too much power within the NFL. They feel that it's a one-man-says-all type of system. So when Jones found out about the Ezekiel Elliott suspension from Goodell, he had this to say to Roger Goodell: "I'm going to come after you with everything I have." And then in reference to the very well-known Deflategate, which happened a couple years ago, he said, "If you think Bob Kraft came after you hard, Bob Kraft is a kitty cat compared to what I'm going to do." And ever since this whole kind of civil war within the NFL happened, we've had a few interesting things happen since that time frame. One of them was that we saw a video come out of Jerry Jones a couple years ago making a very inappropriate and racist comment. And Jones has since backed off of the Goodell case. And I think the reason that he decided to ultimately back off of this Goodell case is because he realizes that his team is struggling. It's getting towards the end of the season. He needs to focus more on his team rather than this, vendetta with Goodell. Which I think is good for Jones to start worrying about the team more, because their team just lost their 3rd straight game by 20 points or more to the Chargers on Thanksgiving. Another interesting thing to note is that while Jones was giving the press conference where he said that he would be backing off of the Goodell situation, he also noted that the compensation committee was being very responsive to his concerns about Roger Goodell's contract extension. So now the entire NFL world is probably wondering what happens from here. Is this the end of the NFL as we know it? We've seen it declining, but now that there's a civil war, is this the end, or is a new commissioner going to come in? Will Jerry Jones's voice be heard? I don't know. But here's what I think. Goodell's current contract has 18 months remaining on it. So there's a lot of time for more drama to happen. There's a lot of time for the board to kind of review and think about whether or not they want to give Goodell the contract extension. However, just because there is a lot of time to kind of process this whole situation, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's not going to take that long. My guess is going to be that as early as December, so next month already, the contract extension will go into place. I think that at the next board meeting, which is this in December, they're going to talk and the contract extension will ultimately be offered to Goodell. He'll accept, Roger Goodell will get his contract extension. Now, the ironic part about the board meeting that's coming up, where the contract extension could possibly happen, where I think it'll happen, is actually in Dallas. You can't make this stuff up. So this next month is going to be very interesting to see what happens with the Goodell case, especially in the next board meeting. I think that is going to be the key meeting since all this stuff just happened. I think that is the point where we will see if Roger Goodell gets his extension, which I think he will in December, like I said, or if they'll wait it out and kind of want to hear what Jerry Jones has to say. But as always, this show is a discussion, and I want to know what you guys think about Roger Goodell's contract extension. Do you think the board should offer him an extension, or do you think they should hold off a little bit, or do you think they should can Roger Goodell altogether? And that was just the main story that I wanted to hit on today. Just a few clips that I think you guys are going to want to check out after you're done watching this video. The links for all these clips are going to be down in the description below. For our must-watch video of the week, we have weird workout videos with the JonTron Show. Now, you just got done eating all that food at Thanksgiving, and I know you guys are all athletes and fit, like, you know, I got that dad bod going on. But now it's time to get rid of the dad bod. Go watch these weird workouts with the JonTron Show. They're hilarious. They're good for a laugh. Check them out. And the fail of the week goes to none other than LeBron James. The other night, LeBron James went up for a dunk. He went up for a windmill dunk and completely whiffed it, which we don't see this a lot from the King. So when it happens, I'm obviously gonna mention it on the show. Sorry, LeBron. As always, our secret video of the week is also down in the description below, so go ahead and check those out. And before I leave you, I will just leave you with the meme of the week, which is right here. Yeah, Roger Goodell and Jerry Jones creating Iron Man costumes to make the rivalry even a little more interesting. And that is going to do it for this week's episode of All Sorts of Sports. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all these latest sporting news. Down in the description below, you will find a link to my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I'm constantly posting new news stories on there. Be sure to check that out if you want to keep up to date with what's going on in the sports world. Thank you again for tuning in, and be sure to tune in for the community episode. Leave your comments down below so I can read those live on the show. I love discussing these sports with you. You guys have been great at putting the comments down there. It's been a very fun discussion. So let's keep the ball rolling. I look forward to talking to you guys during the community episode, so be sure to check out that, and I will catch you guys later.
Town to town, from London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.